Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to high school basketball over Channel 15, Rutland Region Community Television. Coming to you tonight from Riverside Gymnasium. Here it's the Rutland High Red Raiders and the Springfield Cosmos. It's junior varsity action to start with, and the varsity game will follow. The Rutland High Red Raiders coming into this game with a record of 9-2, coming off a victory against the Mount Anthony Patriots on Tuesday night. And the Raiders winning down there rather handily, 65-40. Nothing wrong with the Raider JV offensive game. We're just about ready to start here. We've got the captains for tonight's ball game. That's let's see, Chris Mayhew and I believe it was Drew Blickhart's out there. Coach Mark Benetatos, the coach here of the Rutland High Red Raider JV team, and having a rather successful campaign at this juncture, coming into this one at 9-2. And the Springfield Cosmos, I know last year the boys came down here, this particular team here as freshmen, and it was a rather close encounter down here. The Raiders going with Mike Stempek, Chris Mayhew, Greg Birajeklian, Aaron Boynton, jumping center there, and Aaron Bailey. We'll set the Cosmo lineup here as we get going. Number 44, I don't have a number for, or I don't have a name for. Got the number, no name. Tip is controlled by Chris Mayhew of the Raiders, and we're under control. We're underway here from Riverside Gymnasium into Boynton. And last touch by the Raiders. It'll be a Cosmo ball. That's Stevens inbounding here, and they're going to get him on a turnover. You can't move from side to side there when you're throwing the inbound pass. So after a basket you can, but after a turnover, an infraction, you can't do it. So Raider ball, Mayhew off the glass and in. Chris Mayhew opens it up here for the Raiders, 2-0. With 7:43 left, the Raiders on top. This is Hobbs for Springfield, bringing it up, gets it over to Stevens. Stevens being guarded out there by Stempek. That's Hobbs now. Hobbs and Stevens playing toss and catch here so far for the Cosmos, trying to work it inside, get something going. It's a stingy Raider defense they're going against there tonight. Raiders with a rather impressive outing the last time against those Patriots. That was down at Mount Anthony. The Raiders winning by 25 down there. There's Hobbs goes in, he gets the basket. 2-2, the Raiders and the Cosmos here from Riverside, and we got a foul out there. Little reach in going against Hobbs, number 24 of the Cosmos. First personal there against Springfield tonight. The Raiders will inbound. This is Mayhew. And dishes it to Birajeklian. Greg gets it back outside to Bailey. Bailey on a Mayhew. Nice dish back to Boynton, but they're going to get Aaron for steps. That was a big plus in that last game for the the Raider JVs, was the passing. A lot of crisp passing down there at Mount Anthony, and just seemed to put everything together. Back down the other end, that's number 44. Gets the 2 points. I don't have a name for him, so we'll make it the Cosmos 4 and the Raiders 2 here with 6:32 left. First quarter action. Junior varsity play. The shot by Mayhew was off the rim. Chris's foul going in there. 6:29. That'll put Mayhew on the line here for Rutland.
Matt Blodgett, 44.
I had 34. I had 34. Number 44. We've got Matt Blodgett for the Cosmos. We're all set now. Thank you, Brian. Actually, thanks, Peggy. I wrote the wrong number down, so. Mark Carboneau here doing the play-by-play along with Brian Mayhew on the camera here, and it's 4-3. The Cosmos over the Raiders. Well, let's see who they're going to give this foul to. Looked like Aaron Bailey reached in. I think he's going to pick up the personal. So the Cosmos here will he'll inbound it with 6:23 left on the clock. It's 4-3. The Cosmos on top. This is junior varsity action here coming to you tonight from Riverside Gymnasium. Stevens will inbound it for the Springfield 5, and it goes up, and Birajeklian clears it. Stempeck ahead to Mayhew. Stempeck drives the lane, but the shot doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Blodgett for the Cosmos. He gets it ahead to Hobbs. Hobbs brings it up against Mayhew. Now he's working against Bailey. Now it goes into number 11. That's Knight for the Cosmos. We got a scramble. And they're going to call steps against Aaron Bailey, so it'll be a Cosmo ball out of bounds here. Aaron Boynton, okay. He's got that new monitor, so Brian's able to pick these things up a little quicker than I am. There's a shot from outside. It bounces around there. Got some lively rims down here at Riverside, and there's a foul out in front there. That's number 33, Stevens there. He's going to be called for the personal. 5:42 left, first quarter of action here. Junior varsity play. It's 4-3, the Cosmos over the Raiders. Raiders going with Bailey Boynton, who's going to go to the glass, and he puts it in. Bailey Boynton, Mayhew, Stempeck, and let's see, Birajeklian in there for the Raiders. 5-4, the Raiders back on top with 5:30 left. Going to Knight now for the Cosmos, going up against Chris Mayhew. Goes down to Blodgett. He wanted to go underneath. A sub coming in here for the Cosmos. This is going to be Gordon, number 55. Looking for some help. He gets it into Knight. This is Gordon. He lets it fly, and the rebound is controlled by Birajeklian. Nice job by Greg on the boards down here for the Raiders. Ahead to Mayhew in the lane. Gets it to Bailey, and the shot is deflected there. It's picked off by Stevens. And he gets it ahead to the Hobbs for the Cosmos. 4:48 left, first quarter. The Raiders on top, 5-4. There's a pretty play down through the lane, but they're going to get Gordon for steps. Well, the Raiders will inbound it. And we've got Dwyer and Carboneau now into the ball game for Rutland. So the Raiders going with Mayhew, Birajeklian, Boynton, Carboneau, and Dwyer. This is Mayhew running up. And let's see, they're going to get a personal foul there. It's going to go against 44. That's Blodgett for the Cosmos. And let's see, the Raiders will inbound it. Neither team yet in the bonus situation. Dwyer underneath the Birajeklian, and he's fouled going up. This will put Greg at the charity stripe with 4:34 left. It's 5-4, the Raiders on top. Junior varsity action tonight from Riverside. Teams are calling a timeout, and we'll take a quick one and be right back. Okay, back here at Riverside Gymnasium, it's the Raiders and the Cosmos. They're getting ready for, I believe it was Chris Mayhew going to the, no, I'm sorry, Greg Birajeklian on the foul line. 5-4, the Raiders on top. 4:34 left, first quarter of action. Raiders going with Birajekli and Dwyer, Mayhew, Carboneau, and now Greg Sinus checks into the Raider lineup. Rebound there by Stevens for the Cosmos. Ahead to Hobbs, and they're going to get Pat Dwyer for the personal here. Now we got a sub coming in here for Springfield. It's number 12, Kenta. Hobbs will inbound it for Springfield. Gets it to Gordon. Gordon working against Carboneau there. A little bit of a mismatch there, and the rebound is going to be off Rutland, so it'll be a Springfield ball here. 4:17 left, first quarter of action, 5-4. The Raiders on top. Well, they tried to bounce pass it in. It goes off Pat Dwyer's foot. So let's see. Into the ball game for the Raiders will be Jake Conway. So the Raiders going with both diaper dandies here. They got Sinus and Conway in there, and the other three are sophomores: Dwyer, Birajekli, and Carboneau. There's a shot from outside, and it's rebounded by Hobbs. Boy, that ball does funny things down on the rim down here. There's an inside pass. Birajekli clears it for the Raiders, gets it ahead to Dwyer. Dwyer ahead to Carboneau. And he gets his pocket picked there by Gordon. He goes in and puts it off the glass. 6-5, the Cosmos up here with 3:43 left, first quarter action. Dwyer wanted to go to Carboneau with the bounce pass. Picked off, but Conway gets it back, but he's fouled on the in line there. Let's see how many we got here. That's going to go against number 12, Kenta, for the Cosmos. The Raiders will inbound it. Dwyer to Conway, and off the glass it doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Stevens for the Cosmos. Ahead to Gordon. Tipped out of bounds, stolen away by Carboneau of the Raiders, and he brings it up. Goes ahead to Sinus, bounce pass to Birajekli and to Conway. The shot doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Gordon. Springfield brings it down. 3:12 left, 6-5. They're in their favor. There's a shot off the glass by Gordon. And it's 8-5 Springfield now. The Raiders here bringing it down. This is Dwyer. Nice bounce pass here to Conway. Back to Dwyer now outside. And he wanted to go inside to Sinus. And we got a sub for the Raiders coming in. That'll be Drew Blickarts replacing Birajekli for the Raiders. So with 2:52 left, the Cosmos up 8-5. This is Stevens to Gordon, and the pass that doesn't go. The shot, Gordon with the putback, and it's controlled by Blickarts. So the Raiders ahead to Carboneau. Carboneau out in front, bounce pass to Blickarts, and the shot is good. Pretty play, Carboneau to Blickarts, and the Raiders are within one here, 8-7, 2:26 left. This is Knight of the Cosmos there, working against Conway, the Raiders. Out in front, he gets it into Hobbs. Pressure defense there by the Raiders, and it cost him down the other way, Blickarts, but he's going to turn the ball over. Boynton's back in here for Sinus of the Raiders. We'll set that Raider lineup. We got Dwyer, Conway, Carboneau, Boynton, and Blickarts. Let's see who's going to inbound it here. It'll be a Cosmo ball with 2:08 left. There's a pass going to Gordon. They're going to get Jake Conway, though, for the personal, so that'll be the Cosmos ball out of bounds with 2:07 left. First quarter action from Riverside Gymnasium tonight here. The Cosmos and the Raiders. And number 50 there, that's Griggs for Springfield. Gets it ahead to Kinta. Working the boards, Blickarts clears ahead to Conway. Jake puts it up, and he's going to be fouled down at the other end there. Foul's going to go against Gordon of the Cosmos. Let's see, that'll send Conway to the line. So we'll set that Raider lineup. We got some another sub in it. That's Matt Bloomer. So Coach Benetato's clearing the bench, and everybody's seen action in this first period of play here. We got Dave Paller in for Aaron Boynton, and Matt Bloomer is in the ball game. So it's Boynton, Bloomer, Dwyer, Conway, and Blickarts for the Raiders. Raiders having trouble with these rims tonight down here at Springfield. It's 8-7. There's a pretty play by Conway. Bounce pass into Blickarts. And the Raiders regain the lead here. 9-8, 1:46 left, first quarter of action. Seems like it's been a long quarter here. Nice steal by Dwyer, ahead to Conway. And he puts it up and in. 11-8 the Raiders, and that ball is going to come back to the Raiders. It goes out of bounds, so there should be a Raider ball right underneath the basket down there. Never touched anybody's hands. Nobody touched the ball, so it should have been underneath the basket. At any rate, the Raiders get it back. Dwyer goes inside to Blickarts, and Drew's going to clear everybody out, and he puts it off the glass and in. 13-8 now. The Raiders open up a 5-point lead with 1:12 left. That ball is going to be, well, I thought it went off Springfield. They say it went off Rutland, so it'll be a Springfield ball out of bounds. 1:09 left, first quarter action. The pass into Knight for the Cosmos. Stops in the lane. They got number 5 in the ballgame. That's LeBrun. LeBrun now. And he puts on a move. He goes inside. And he's going to be fouled. They look like, I think they're going to give it to Pat Dwyer. So Dwyer picks up the personal for the Raiders. And the Cosmos will inbound it with 57 seconds left. First quarter action. There's a shot that didn't hit anything there, and it's rebounded by Blickarts, and he throws ahead of the pack to Dwyer, who dishes it to Paller. Heads up play by Pat Dwyer. Went to his to his left or to his right, and Paller was standing there and said, "Oh, I'll take it, throw it in." He put the Raiders up here, 15-8, first quarter action. We got a foul down there. That's foul's going to go against Jake Conway of the Raiders. And up off the bench is Chris Mayhew, so he'll replace Conway. So it's Conway, Dwyer, Paller, Bloomer, and Blickarts for the Raiders. There's a pass there, number 23. That's Snide, who's into the ball game for the Cosmos now. And Pat Dwyer reaching in there a little bit too much. He's going to pick up the personal. And in for Dwyer is going to be Bailey, so it's Bailey, Mayhew, Bloomer, Paller, and Blickarts for the Raiders with 27 seconds left. It's 8-5 or 15-8. Oh, I read that wrong. 15-8. The Raiders on top. And LeBrun goes to the line here for the Cosmos. All tipped around, and it's like it went off Chris Mayhew's foot, so the Cosmos will inbound it. Okay, this is Snide. Puts it out to Hobbs there. Hobbs going to be fouled on the play. Bailey picks up the personal for the Raiders. 16 seconds left, first quarter action. It's 15-8, and the Raiders on top here at this point. Bailey clears for the Raiders ahead to Bloomer. Bloomer brings it up now, and he looks into Mayhew. Mayhew decides to go back out. To go to the big man. Blickarts is going to be fouled on the play. And this will put Blickarts on the line with the Raiders up 15-8 here. 3 seconds left. I think it's 16-8 Raiders. The Blickarts gets 1 of 2, and that'll do it. After 1 quarter here from Riverside, it's Rutland 16 and Springfield 8. Okay, back here at Riverside Gymnasium, Mark Carboneau doing the play-by-play, and Brian Mayhew on the camera tonight. Where it's a 16-8 ball game. The Rutland High Red Raiders on top. Junior varsity action. The Raiders open up with Blickart. We'll set the lineup here in just a second. There's a shot put up by Blodgett of the Cosmos, and it's 16-10. The Raiders going with Bailey, Mayhew, Paller, Bloomer, and Blickarts. 17 fouls in that first quarter. 9 for the Raiders and 8 for the Cosmos, so it was a foul-filled first period of play. 7:41 here in the second quarter, 16-10. Knight here is in trouble. This is Blodgett. Looks like it was partially blocked there by Blickarts, and it was kicked. Let's see, I believe it was kicked by the Cosmos, so it'll be a Raider ball out. And Aaron Bailey will inbound it here. There's a pass to Mayhew, and it's a pretty play. Mayhew off the glass. 18-10 Raiders, 7:22 left. Second quarter of play now. Raiders with the pressure defense here. Playing a man-to-man here at this point. Knight holds up. It's partially blocked there by Bloomer. Gordon rolls around, goes off the rim for him, and it's pulled down by Bailey. This is Mayhew coming in, and he behind the back there to Blickarts. Pretty play, puts it up. I think the foul was on the floor before the shot, though, I believe. Let's see here. One and one, no basket. So Drew will go to the line here with 6:56 left in the second quarter. The Raiders up 18-10. And Blickarts with a chance to add to that lead. He gets them both, then it's 20-10. The Raiders up by 10 now with 6:56 left in the second quarter. Full court press. Look at this here, and the Raiders almost able to retrieve it. Bloomer with the quick hands in there. Raiders coming out with that strong defense again in this ball game. Got off to a sluggish start there in the first quarter, but they've pretty much settled down now. And another good move there by Blickarts. He knocks the ball out of bounds, and now let's see. We've got Mike Stempak back into the ball game for Rutland. He replaces Matt Bloomer. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Cosmo ball here with 6:42 left. 20-10. The Raiders on top in junior varsity action. Gordon's going to take one from outside, and let's see, Paller pulls it down ahead to Mayhew. Chris says, I'll take it myself. Thank you very much. And it's 22-10, the Raiders. 6:28 left, second quarter. There's this Blodgett back the other way now for the Cosmos, working against the big man here. Blickarts for the Raiders. And decides to go back outside. Hobbs says, let's set something up here now. A lot of movement there by Springfield, and ball goes inside. Now back to Gordon, and it's a rim ball controlled by Mayhew. Brings it down. He goes in, and he's fouled on the play. That's where Chris gets the majority of his points, is driving right in on the basket, and more chances than not, or more times than not, really, he picks up the chance to go to the foul line. So with 5:59 left and a 22-10 lead, the Raiders are in good shape here at this point. 23-10, the Raiders on top. They get 24-10, and Mayhew gets both ends of the free throws, and the Cosmos bring it back down here, and Hobbs here having trouble with the handle. Goes out of bounds, and the ball will be belong to the fellas in red here with 5:52 left. Well, there's a pass that went the wrong way back off the glass. We got a foul though. I think this is going to, I'm not sure, let's see, a win against Bailey of the Raiders, so there'll be Kenta going to the line here for the Cosmos with 5:47 left, second quarter of action. 24-10, the Raiders on top. Cosmos having trouble here finding the range in the second quarter. Basket must have a cover on it down there. Not able to convert those foul shots. This is Mayhew. And another basket inside this time. Chris Mayhew puts the Raiders up 26-10. The Springfield coach calls a timeout, and we'll take one at this point also. Okay, back at Riverside with 5:29 left in the second quarter. It's the Springfield Cosmos entertaining the Rutland High Red Raiders tonight in junior varsity action. 26-10 at this point here with 5:29 left. And the Cosmos will inbound it. This goes to Stevens for the Springfield club. Brings it up there going against Greg Birajeklian in there now. We got both big men for the Raiders in there, Birajeklian and Blickarts. And Blickarts pulls it down for the Raiders. Dribbling the ball right up the court. Bounce pass to Mayhew inside. And it's controlled by number 12, that's Kenta. For the Cosmos, ahead to Hobbs. And Hobbs just can't find the handle tonight. That's the second ball he's kind of misplaced. Down the other way, pretty play to Mayhew off the glass and in. 28-10. Raiders on top, 4:51 left in the second quarter of play here. Raiders going with the full court press here. This is Birajeklian now out in front. And there's a pretty steal by Stempak, but Mike's going to lose it. It went off his leg, and they're going to call Springfield ball out of bounds with 4:36 left. The Raiders up here, 28-10. Junior varsity action tonight from Springfield's Riverside Gymnasium. This is Kenta now working against Mayhew of the Raiders out in front. It's in the night. And there's a steal. Tipped away. Mayhew controls it, and he'll take it in, and it goes through the twines, and it's a 30-10 lead now by the Raiders. And Coach Benetatos, I'm sure, will start subbing rather freely at this point. The Raiders with a comfortable lead with 4:06 left. Mayhew almost picked off another one. This one, though, goes inside to Kenta. Nothing doing. Blickarts brings it down ahead to Mayhew. Chris is ahead of the pack here, and he puts that one through. 32-10. And the Raiders rolling it up here in the second quarter now. They've been able to, a little sluggish in that first quarter. It took a few minutes just to familiarize themselves and get their defense going, and that's pretty much been it here. The Raiders are all over the ball here. Stempeck tips the ball away, but Knight gets it back, and the Cosmos are having trouble finding the range here. Raiders will slow it down a tad here. This goes to Mayhew now. Back to Stempeck. They're going to get, I believe Knight picked up the personal here for the Cosmos, number 11. So that'll be a 1-and-1 here for Chris Mayhew. And Aaron Boynton will come in for Drew Blickarts. The Blickarts exits, and Aaron Boynton returns to the contest here with 3:22 left in the second quarter. Mayhew on the line for the Raiders. They get 33-10 now. The Raiders' second quarter here has been a good quarter for the Red Raiders tonight. And he gets the bounce, but it goes the other way, and the Mr. Hobbs from the Cosmos pulls it down, dribbles ahead, and he gets it to Blodgett. Let's see if the basket goes. No, they're going to get him for steps. Cosmos can't buy a basket here with 3:13 left. 33-10, the Raiders on top. We've got Bailey Carboneau, Boynton, Stempeck, and Barajeklian in for the Raiders. Stempeck says, give me the ball, I want to shoot the thing. Doesn't go, but there's a whistle. Well, no, we're going down. Mike had the open shot. He took it and went off the rim, and we got a fall underneath. That's going to go against the Raiders. So it'll be a 1-and-1 down here for the Cosmos. And that'll put, let's see, number 33, that's Stevens for the Cosmos on the foul line. 3:04 left, 33-10 Raiders. $33-11 now. It looked like the Cosmos were stuck on 10 there for the longest time. So Stevens gets them both. 33-12 the Raiders. 3:04 left, second quarter of action. Carboneau and Stempeck and the Boynton. And bounces around, it doesn't go. It's picked off by Gordon. Shot goes up. Boynton pulls it down for the Raiders. Ahead to Stempeck. 2:38 left in the second quarter. One on the right side. And it's picked off by the Cosmos. 2:25 left, second quarter of action. This is Stempeck, long pass to Boynton, and Aaron's not going to be able to run that one down. 33-12, the Raiders on top with 2:16 left, second quarter of action here from Riverside Gymnasium in Springfield. The Raiders going with Boynton, Carboneau, Barajeklian, Greg Sinus in there, and Stempeck for the Raiders. This is Stevens now. He gets it into Hobbs. Hobbs working against Boynton. Brings it inside. A dish to Blodgett, and it goes in off the glass. Blodgett with the Springfield bucket, and it's 1:54 left. 33-14. The Raiders on top. Second quarter into Sinus. To Barajeklian to Stempeck. He lets one go, and it's in. 35-14. And the Raiders open it up here with 1:33 left, second quarter of action. Blickarts, or Barajeklian, working against Stevens out there, and he throws the ball away. So the pressure defense works again for the Raiders. And that's pretty much been the story here in the first half of play. Cosmo ball inbounded here, and it's Stevens. It's ahead to Snide. The shot goes up, and it's out. Gordon It's going to be fouled. A little reach in there by, looked like Aaron Carboneau picked up the personal. So with 1:20 left, 35-14, the Raiders up, and Mr. Gordon here goes to the foul line for the Cosmos. (35-15). Cleared by Barajeklian, and Carboneau is going to take this one, puts it off the glass. Greg Barajeklian with the rebound. And let's see, Greg will be going to the foul line here with 1:12 left in the second quarter. Sinus with the big rebound, and he puts it off the glass. Nice board work there by Greg Sinus. Puts the Raiders up 37-15 here, and the Cosmos throw the ball away. The Raiders will get another break here. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Set that Raider lineup here. We got Sinus, Stempek, Carboneau, Boynton, Barajeklian down the other side here, and the ball is going to be off. Well, they called it white ball out of bounds. Springfield inbounded here with 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Gordon from outside, and a rebound pulled down by Barajeklian. Ahead to Stempek to Carboneau. Aaron Carboneau brings it up now for the Raiders. Goes that right side to Stempek. Back to Carboneau. Raiders here look like they want to hold it for the last shot before the half. To Sinus. Back to Carboneau, over to Mayhew, or Stempek into Boynton, and Aaron didn't get the roll, but Barajeklian's there, and he got it. Greg Barajeklian off the glass, 39-15, and that's pretty much been the story here. The Raiders all rebounding and playing a little better defense here tonight against the Cosmos, and that's pretty much it. Carboneau with the steal. 3 seconds. Stempek's going to let it fly, and it doesn't go. So after one half of play, the Raiders 39 and the Cosmos 15. Hey, back here at Riverside Gymnasium tonight for junior varsity action, getting ready to start for the second half here. 39-15, the Rutland High Red Raiders over the Cosmos. Mr. Hobbs, and he goes in off the glass, and he's hammered there by Stempek of the Raiders to open up the second half. Mike picks up the personal, and Hobbs will go to the foul line here for Springfield. 7:56, just into the third quarter of play here. The Raiders, that first half of play going with some just pressure defense. Had the fast breaks working and some nice passing to boot. So they find themselves up 39-16 the third quarter. The Raiders going Mayhew, Conway. Aaron Boynton in there, Barajeklian, I'm sorry, and Mike Stempek. So we got a diaper dandy and the 4 other players here at this point. Jake Conway, the freshman this year, and on this junior varsity team. This is Knight of the Cosmos. Brings it up against Mayhew. Mayhew and Blickart's the top scorers in that first half for the Raiders. And there's a shot from outside by, let's see, number 32. Where'd he come from? Mr. Bureau. Bureau scores for the Cosmos, and it's 39-18. This is Mayhew. He'll take the base, gives it to Barajeklian, but they're going to get Greg for steps. And the Cosmos will put the ball in play here with 7:21 left in the third quarter of play. Riverside Gymnasium. This is Blodgett. Gets it to Hobbs. We got Blodgett and Hobbs. Hobbs brings it up against Conway. Now goes in the bureau. Now back to Stevens. Stevens now with the ball. We get something going here. The Cosmos need some movement, and they need to pick up some slack. There's a pass picked off. Aaron Boynton says, "I'll take it." Gives it to Stempeck, but Mike wanted to go to Conway, and it's picked off by Hobbs. And we got a backcourt by Hobbs. He brought it over the line, didn't realize where he was. And it's 39-18. The Raiders on top. Third quarter action here in the gym. Riverside Gym starting to fill up just a tad here, getting ready for the varsity ball game. There's a rebound there by the Cosmos, and it's brought down the other end. This is Knight bringing it up against Mayhew. And there's a little contact, no call, no harm, no foul. Down the other end, the Raiders will bring it down. This is Mayhew. And wanted to go in the lane there at either Boynton or Barajaklian, and Stempeck retrieves it. Bounce pass to Conway, and it goes back to Mayhew. Drives in, gets his own rebound, brings it back out, and he wants to set something up to Stempeck. Now to Conway, he'll take it. And the rebound is taken by Boynton, but I think we got Aaron for a push underneath. And that'll make it a Springfield ball here with 5:58 left in the third quarter. The Raiders up 39-18. And let's see, Knight brings it up here against Mayhew now. We've got Mayhew, Stempeck, Conway, Boynton, and Blickarts, or Barajaklian for the Raiders. You see those big boys out there, and it'll be a Raider ball. Doesn't matter whether it's Blickarts or Barajaklian, they can both clear the boards pretty well. They use their muscle quite well underneath the on the glass here for the Raiders. There's Barajaklian. He dishes it to Stempeck. Boynton clears it. Gets it ahead to Mayhew. Now to Barajaklian, and the Raiders here unable to convert, and it goes the other way. The Springfield Cosmos bring it up. This is Hobbs. Gets it over to Stevens. Stevens will take it from outside, and he gets it. Stevens connects for the Cosmos, and it's 39-20. 5 minutes left in the third quarter here from Riverside Gym tonight. Junior varsity action. And the Raiders here, the third trip down, and nothing's happening. And Coach Benetatis is off the bench. And the question here, the offense that's out there right now. This is Blodgett. Stevens rebounds for the Cosmos. Hobbs puts it up. And 3 times in his charm. We're going the other way. We got a foul here against Hobbs for the Cosmos, and that'll be well, let's see, this should send this will send the ball back to the Raiders here with 4:32 left. A little discussion along the sidelines down there. And we'll set that Raider lineup now. We've got Conway in there, Mayhew, Barajaklian, Boynton, and Stempeck. Conway's in the lane, up the rim, and it's good. Jake Conway with the bucket, and it's 41-20 now. The Raiders open up that rather comfortable lead here at this point. And we got a foul. This is going to go against the Raiders, so it'll be a Cosmo ball out of bounds with 4:10 left. 41-20, the Raiders up here against the Cosmos. This is Knight of Springfield, brings it up now. Mayhew on the defense. And looks like we got a foul out front. Going to go against Chris Mayhew of the Raiders, so the Cosmos will inbound with 4:04 left. So Stevens gets it in the night. He lets it fly. Stevens gets the rebound. Nothing doing. The rebound is pulled down by Barry Jacklin. He wants to go to Aaron Carboneau. Carboneau brings it up rather quickly. He gets it in the Stempak. Mike says, I'll take it from here, and it's off the rim. The rebound. Stevens clears for the Cosmos, and the ball went to Blodgett, but he took a couple extra steps on the play. And the Raiders will inbound it. The Raiders now going with some subs in here. We've got that first five was out there, did a good job. So Coach B says, well, let's put a few more in. We got Carboneau, Bloomer. Conway's in there. Barajeklian and Blickarts. The two big men in there now for the Raiders. Got a whistle and we got a fall underneath. 3:29 left in the third quarter here from Riverside Gym. That's the Cosmos and the Raiders, and it'll be a Raider ball out of bounds. 41-20. The Raiders up at this point here. That's a bounce pass underneath. Nice play. Conway to Blickarts. And Blickarts gets the bucket. 43-20. The Raiders up. 3:18 left. Third quarter action here. The Raiders into the zone now. The 2-1-2 zone, or 2-3 zone. There's a shot from outside there. And it's pulled away by Conway. Gets it ahead to Carboneau. Aaron slows it down here just a tad. Lets his players get into position. Over to Conway. Now to Blickarts. Or Barajeklian in the middle there having trouble with it. But these guys, I'll tell you, confusing me here. Blickarts and Barajeklian. There's a shot from Gordon underneath there, or outside. The shot, and Hobbs goes up. And let's see who we got on the foul here for the Raiders. Going to be 51, and that's Greg Barajeklian's number. So Barajeklian, I'm guessing here, is going to come out and take a breather. And Aaron Boynton will come in. So we'll set the Raider lineup. It's Boynton, Blickarts, Bloomer, Conway, and Carboneau. We got the B and C boys in there. And Mr. Hobbs hits it from the charity stripe for the Cosmos. And it's 43-21. The Raiders on top with 2:46 left. Second half of play. We're in the third quarter here. We got a whistle. I think we had a lane violation out there. So Hobbs will get another shot here at the foul line. And Boynton controls the boards for the Raiders. Ahead to Bloomer. Bloomer races ahead past to Conway, and it's picked off there by Gordon. He brings it down for the Cosmos. Behind the back, pretty play. Bloomer gets it, steals it. Carboneau now. And Carboneau wants to take it in himself. Puts it back to Bloomer. And he got 3 seconds on that one. I don't know, it was a pretty quick 3 seconds. But at any rate, the Cosmos get the ball back, and it's 43-21 Raiders with 2:18 left in the third quarter. And let's see, Mr. Gordon wanted to go inside there. Number 12, that was Kenta, couldn't handle the pass, and it goes back to the Raiders with 2:12 left. Gordon steals it. It's ahead to Hobbs, and they're going to get Matt Bloomer on the personal here for the Raiders. (43-21), the Raiders on top with 2:04 left. And this will send Hobbs to the line here for Springfield. Hobbs puts it in, and it's 43-22 now. The Raiders on top with 2:03 left. We set that Raider lineup. We got Bloomer and Carboneau out there. Blickarts and Conway. Now we got a whistle, and I think they're going to get the foul's going to go against Springfield. So it'll be a Raider ball inbound. With 1:54 left in the third quarter from Riverside Gym, it's Conway and Bloomer. Now over to Carboneau. In the middle to Boynton. A lot of traffic there. Carboneau runs it down, gets it back to Bloomer. Now to Conway. And the ball tied up. Let's see who it's going to stay at that end. It'll be a Raider ball. 1:42 left in the third quarter of action here. 43-22, the Raiders on top. The Bloomer now. Bloomer, and there's a steal going the other way. This is Knight for the Cosmos. Puts it off the glass and in, and it's 1:32 left. It's 43-24. The Raiders on top of the Cosmos from Riverside. This is junior varsity action, third quarter. Carboneau inside to Boynton. Turnaround doesn't go, but it's put back up there by big number 50, Drew Blickarts for the Raiders, and it's 45-24. You had 1:12 left now, third quarter. Shot went off the glass there by Springfield. Carboneau races ahead now with the ball. It's at the Bloomer. Bloomer goes up, nice fake, and then he puts it up again and in. Matt Bloomer with the pump fake, got his man up in the air, and he went back up with the shot, and he put it through the twines here. It's 47-24. Conway with the theft. And Jake couldn't control it, so we're going back Springfield way now. 48 seconds left, third quarter. The Raiders up 47-24 here in the third quarter. This is Gordon for Springfield now. Working against Carboneau outside. Stripped there by Conway, ahead to Bloomer. Bloomer off the glass, didn't go, but the tip in. Give it to Boynton. Stretch gets the tip in. And it's 49-24 the Raiders with 26 seconds left. Gordon outside. Boynton. Whoa. Get out of here. Boynton knocks it away, and it goes to Conway down the other end, but we got a foul. Action heating up. Mr. Boynton. Nice play by Aaron of the Raiders. Aaron Boynton knocked it away, and Conway picks it up down the other end. Jake was fouled on the play. So it's 49-24 Raiders with 15 seconds left. This will send Jake Conway to the line here for Rutland. .15 seconds left in the third quarter here from Riverside. And Jake Conway gets one of two free throws, so it's 50-24. The Raiders on top. Cosmos bringing it down. This is Knight. Another steal by Conway. Jake tripped up. It goes to Carboneau. He puts it up. Doesn't go. And that'll do it after 3 quarters of play. It's the Raiders 50 and the Cosmos 24. Okay, back here at Riverside Gym here at Springfield. Start of the fourth quarter, the Raiders find themselves on top here, 50-24, junior varsity action tonight. And the save there by the 50, the Cosmos. He gets it back, that's Griggs. Hobbs now, over to Knight. To Griggs underneath. Paller clears for the Raiders. Ahead to Conway, back outside now to Carboneau. Carboneau, Bloomer, Conway, Paller, and Blickarts in the ball game for Rutland. Ball got tipped away momentarily. Carboneau picks it up. It's it ahead to Paller. Paller now to Bloomer. And now to Conway. Jake's going to take it in. Wanted to go off one of the Cosmos foot there. Didn't go. A lot of action down at the other end there, and a couple of bodies flying here and there. And there's a shot from outside. Doesn't go, but Hobbs puts it in for the Cosmos. 50-26 now. The Raiders with 6:56 left in the fourth quarter of play here from Riverside Gym in Springfield. Varsity action to follow. Bloomer's going to, well, he wanted to light it up from outside. Carboneau bounce pass into Paller. Dave turns around and puts it up, and he's going to be fouled on the play. Raiders playing another decent ball game tonight. This is their coming off an impressive win against Mount Anthony earlier in the week, and coming into Riverside here and having their way pretty much to this point, playing some good pressure defense and getting the ball going there on the fast breaks and some turnovers defensively. Coach Benetatos has got to be pleased. He's going to his bench here rather freely, and he's able to use everybody out there. We've got Dave Paller on the line for the Raiders. I think we got a lane violation, so that's going to nullify the second shot, and the Cosmos will inbound it here with 6:52 left. 50-26, the Raiders on top. We'll set that Raider lineup now. We got a couple of subs in it. We got Bloomer and Conway out in front. Blickhart's Dwyer now back in the ball game, and Paller. There's Paller with the steal, and he gets it to Bloomer. Bloomer now brings it up, working against Knight. Inside, wanted to go to Paller there, but it's knocked away, and Dwyer retrieves it to Bloomer to Conway. Blickhart's, and he had three guys around. No call, no contact here. The steal is taken down. This is Hobbs. It's at the Blodgett into the lane, having trouble with it. It's picked up by Paller. Now Bloomer gets it. And Bloomer's going to bring it up to Conway. Sets it up. And a little bit too long. It's retrieved by Dwyer. Back to Bloomer. Fakes one way. Goes up with the shot. And he doesn't get the bounce. But Blickhart's is there to get it. And he gets balled at the same time. So Blickhart's puts it through. It's 52-26, and Drew's going to have a chance to make a three-point play here. Conway exits for the Raiders, and we've got Bailey now into the ball game. So it'll be, let's see, Blickhart's, Bloomer, Bailey, Dwyer, and Paller for the Raiders. And let's see, the shot there is pulled down. The rebound is pulled down by Hobbs for the Cosmos. He brings it, Raiders in the zone now. There's a shot from outside, and it's pulled down by Blickhart's. He clears it for Rutland. Ahead to Bloomer. And they got Pat Dwyer for steps, so that'll put the ball back into the Cosmos hands. 52-26, 5:26 left. Fourth quarter action here from Riverside Gym. That's the Cosmos and the Raiders. Here's Bloomer, runs it down, puts it up and in. Good hustling there by Matt Bloomer of the Raiders. He puts it through the twines, 54-26. The Raiders on top with 5:07 left. Fourth quarter action. The Raiders going to that zone now. 2-1-2 zone. And there's a shot put up by Hobbs for Springfield. 54-28 now. Down to 4:50 left in the fourth quarter. Dwyer. And Pat's having trouble here, dragging that pivot foot, and the ref is right on him, so that's the second time. Second straight trip down the court where the Raiders have come away empty-handed here. And the Cosmos will bring it back with Knight working out in front there. It's pulled away by Bloomer. Matt brings it in off the glass, and it goes in. That's going to count. Matt Bloomer with the bucket, and he picks up the foul at the same time. It's 56-28. Gordon will replace Knight in the Springfield lineup. And that'll put Matt Bloomer on the line for the Raiders. And he doesn't get the free throw, but Cosmos will regroup down at the other end. It's Gordon. It's back to Hobbs. And I think they're going to get Pat Dwyer here for the personal. The Raiders now have, let's see. Got Bloomer in there. We've got Greg Sinus back into the ball game. Dave Paller, Bailey, and Dwyer. So it'll be a Cosmo ball out of bounds with 4:24 left. And the Raiders on top at this point, 56-28. Well, they're in the bonus. Now they changed their minds, and the officials are going to have Mr. Hobbs here throw the put the free throws up. And he gets the front end. 56-29. The Raiders on top with 4:24 left in the fourth quarter. The Hobbs hits them both, and it's 56-30 now. This is Bloomer for the Raiders. Over to Bailey. Bailey going inside. Wanted to go to Sinus. And Greg loses the handle there. Goes out of bounds. So it'll be a Cosmo ball out with 4:15 left. 56-30. The Raiders on top. This is Gordon now. Gets it over to Stevens. He wanted to go inside. Ball went off Sinus. And let's see. Springfield's going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Hey, back here at Riverside Gym at Springfield here tonight. It's 56-30. The Rutland High Red Raiders on top at this point. 4:08 left. And Bailey gets the steal for the Raiders. Good defensive play there by Aaron Bailey and to Pat Dwyer. I think Pat's going to pick up the charge here. So to get Dwyer on the charge, and with 4:02 left, I think that's going to do it. That's going to be 5 for, yeah, that'll be 5 for Pat. So with 4:02, Pat Dwyer will exit. And into the ball game comes Aaron Carboneau now. So you got Carboneau and Bloomer, Paller, Sinus, and Bailey. Shot there from outside is put back up by Hobbs, and he's going to get hammered. I think Greg Sinus is going to pick up the personal here for the Raiders. Yeah, Sinus with the fall, and that'll send Hobbs back to the foul line with 3:52 left. 56-30. The Raiders on top. In the fourth quarter of action here from Springfield. Hobbs puts up the first one and make it 56-31. And Hobbs gets them both. It's 56-32 now. Bloomer will inbound for the Raiders to Bailey. Back to Bloomer. Now to Bailey, finds himself one-on-one, drives it in, leaves a little short, but Sinus was there, but he was short on his attempt, and back the other way comes Gordon, and he's going to get called for a charge. Aaron Bailey took the fall, took the hit, I should say. So the charge is going against Gordon, and the Raiders will inbound it here with 3:34 left. 56-32, the Raiders up. This is Paller with the pass to Carboneau. Back to Paller. Pretty play, and Dave's going to get fouled. And that'll send Dave Paller to the line for the Raiders. 3:28 left, fourth quarter here. The Raiders on top, 56-32. And it's pulled down by Blodgett. Gets it ahead to Hobbs for the Cosmos. Back to Stevens now. Stevens over to Hobbs, and it goes back. Now it's over to Gordon, and he just the front of the rim pass there. Pulled down by Carboneau to Bloomer, and Matt Bloomer puts it through. Nice play. And here's Gordon down the other end, and I think we're going to have Aaron Bailey. They're going to get called for the foul. 3:02 left. The Raiders on top, 58-32 in the fourth quarter here from Riverside Gym tonight. Cosmos and the Raiders. We'll have varsity action to follow this one. let's see. I think we're going to get a foul. We're going to get a foul going against Blodgett of the Cosmos. Let's see, that'll send Dave Paller back to the foul line for the Raiders. And the Raiders on top 58-32 with 3:01 left in the fourth quarter of play. Well, we got a push underneath. Let's see who this goes against. I think you're going to get Greg Sinus on this one. Greg having trouble underneath there. He picks up, I believe that's his second. So back down the other end we go. And this will send Hobbs to the line for the Cosmos with 3:01 left. 58-32 Raiders. The Raiders going with Bloomer, Carboneau, Bailey, Paller, and Sinus in there. Stevens on to Gordon. And let's see, didn't go. It's picked off by Sinus. And they're going to call a jump ball there. He had two Cosmos draped all over him. There's the pass out to Blodgett now. He's going to take the shot from outside. Cleared by Paller of the Raiders. Dave gets it ahead to Carboneau now. Aaron Carboneau bringing it up now. It's by Gordon. Gets it to Bloomer. And that shot goes off the rim. It's pulled down by Hobbs of Springfield. He's going to go the length now. Now he holds up. And now he takes the shot. And he's fouled. And he's going to get the, he gets the basket. Carboneau picks up the foul. So with 2:24 left, this will send Hobbs to the line here with a chance to complete the three-point play. 58-34, the Raiders on top. Junior varsity action here from Springfield's Riverside Gym. And Hobbs' shot there goes off, and it's pulled down by Bailey of the Raiders. Gets it ahead to Bloomer. Bloomer now over to Bailey. Bailey going underneath to Paller. Dave has some trouble down here. It's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a Raider ball down at that end. 2:11 left. 58-34 the Raiders on top of the Cosmos here tonight. Bailey inbounds, and it's touched by Stevens of the Cosmos, so it'll be Raider ball. Bounce pass to Carboneau. The shot is blocked by Gordon, but he's going to pick up the fall. Gordon gets the personal. And this will send Aaron Carboneau to the line for the Raiders at 2:09 here in the fourth quarter. And Aaron's shot goes off the rim. It's picked up by Dave Paller. His shot doesn't go, and it's controlled by Hobbs. 2:02 left in the fourth quarter. There's a shot from Gordon outside. Bloomer throws it ahead to Carboneau. Carboneau behind, back to Paller, and it didn't go. Bailey gets it back over to Bloomer to Sinus. And they call a jump ball here with 1:45 left, 58-34. It's Raiders ball. Nice ball work out there by the Raiders. This is Paller. It's at the Carboneau for three, and that one's off the rim. And I think we're going to have a, let's see who we got. We have a whistle. This one's going to go against Greg Sinus. Greg having some trouble underneath there. I believe that's his third. Boy, they got his number underneath. And this will go down the other end here, and we'll have Stevens here shooting for the Cosmos. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. The Raiders on top, 58-34. It's been at that score for, seems like 3 or 4 minutes here. Stevens gets the front end here. 58-35, 1:39 left. So he gets them both. And it's 58-36, the Raiders over the Cosmos. This is Paller now. Goes to Bloomer, down in the corner to Bailey. Back to Bloomer to Carboneau. Carboneau inside to Sinus, who puts it up and in. Greg Sinus with the basket. And it's 60-36, the Rutland High Red Raiders over the Cosmos with 1:20 left. Stevens sets it up from outside, and he puts it through. Three-pointer by Stevens. And it's 60-39 now. Pass to Paller, and he got up for steps. Pretty play. Carboneau with a nice pass into Dave Paller. But Dave gets called for the traveling, and it goes back the other way. The Cosmos bring it up. This is Gordon who loses it to Carboneau again. To Paller, and he puts it in. Dave Paller with the basket. Springfield down the other end, and that's put in by Blodgett. Going coast to coast here. Every play now, back to back, and they're going to get Hobbs ties up Bloomer with 46 seconds left, and it'll be a Cosmo ball underneath the basket down here. 62-41, the Raiders. This is Gordon. Puts up the run in one-hander. Nice shot there by Gordon to Springfield. 62-43, the Raiders. Here comes Paller now. Ahead to Sinus, going in one-on-one. Nice move off the glass, didn't go. And they got Blodgett for steps down there. So it's a Raider ball out of bounds with 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Carboneau over to Bloomer. Back to Bailey. Bailey hits it. Aaron Bailey with the basket, and they gave the points to Springfield. Okay, give them back to Rutland now. There it is, 64-43. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hobbs drives in, and Sinus had it blocked once, and he went for the second block, but they got him on the personal. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 64-43 Raiders. And this will put Mr. Hobbs on the foul line. It's the front end of the one-on-one. 64-44 now. The Raiders on top with 12 seconds left. And Hobbs gets them both. That makes it 64-45. And they're going to let it go. Aaron Carboneau lets it go out of bounds. It was last tip by the Cosmos. So it'll be a Raiders ball inbound. The Raiders here at this point going with Bailey, Carboneau, Paller, Bloomer, Sinus, and they've done a nice job out there as well as the other Raiders tonight. Paller with the shot. Bailey puts it up and in. Nice play by Bailey to end the ball game, and that's the end of the junior varsity game. Final score, the Rutland High Red Raiders 66 and the Springfield Cosmos 45. We'll be back with varsity action shortly.